As Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I'm going to share with you this experience that I had last year that has changed. I have met someone that has changed the way I do my business. Welcome to my channel. This is officially my first video, but then there are so many other videos you can watch so that you don't get bored with just one video here. So last year we went for a Christmas celebration to Lake Sunapee in New Hampshire. And that's where we met Cameron. Cameron was this inn taker. He was taking care of the inn that we have booked. And let me tell you the whole journey, how it started. So we took a bus from Boston. It was 2 hours bus ride, and then we reached to the New London bus stop. And it looked more like a private parking lot than a bus stop. And then I've lived in New London for 4 years now, and then any place where there is no Dunkin' Donuts is not a public place. So this bus stop was a very quiet place, very less buses were running and a lot of cars parked. I definitely did not read a travel log, or even if I did, I didn't do it right, because I thought I'll take an Uber from the bus stop to the lake, and from lake to the hotel we were staying, the inn we were staying. But then nope, it was Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2018, and there was no Uber. But then the Google Maps showed like if we walk for like 15 to 20 minutes, we will reach to this Lake Sunapee. So then, okay, let's walk. Me, my sister, my partner, and another friend, we start walking. We walked for 2 hours and then reached to this place. It had a gate and then it said private property, keep out. But then the Google Map said the Lake Sunapee was inside that gate, so we had to go in. So we went in and then reached to this place where there were the signs were posted like private property, stay away. But then we were so determined to have fun. We reached there and there was this frozen Lake Sunapee. It looked beautiful and very, very peaceful. It was so quiet in there. I could hear the sound of the silence. And while I was staring at the frozen Lake Sunapee, and I was wearing this shirt. And while I was staring at the frozen Lake Sunapee, I remembered a Rumi quote that said, God speaks in silence, and everything else is poor translation. After a few photo sessions and some spiritual awakening, we realized like what this place is. Is someone gonna come out with a gun or something, or are there some dogs in there that gonna attack us and we're gonna die or something? And then all this time we were talking with the inn owner, and then she said there'll be someone who will picking us up, and that person was Cameron. And we were texting back and forth with him, and he said he can pick us up, so everything was good. And all this time our phone was working just fine. So I'm not going to tell you the name of the service provider, and any phone company interested sponsoring me, they can just contact me on www.samunakc.com. And phone was working fine. And then Cameron said like, send me your location, and we're like, we don't know where we are. And the gate that we enter from, we got there and checked out. There was no street name, no number, because it's the middle of the jungle. Duh. And we told him the same thing, that we don't know where we are. And he said, you don't need any street address, you just send me your location through Google Map. Again, duh. We sent him the location and he came after 20 minutes to half an hour and picked us up. I would say literally rescued us. And when he was rescuing us, he said like, you guys, you look like a bunch of orphans here. And he picked us up, took us to this cute pizza place. We were so hungry. I still remember calling out food, food, food when we get to the pizza place. And then he took us to some food shopping, and there was this Chinese place. He asked them like if they were open next day for Christmas so that we can have some lunch. We got to the inn that we booked finally, and then Cameron prepared some wood for us, and then we spent long hours by the fire, all of us. And that's when I had a very meaningful conversation with someone by the fire after a long time. After midnight, we came back into the house. Cameron made some guacamole, and we ate it with the nachos that we bought. And I don't remember singing All I Want for Christmas is Guacamole, because there was this song playing in the background, All I Want for Christmas is You, and then I was singing All I Want for Christmas is Guacamole. It looked like I was hitting on him because I went a little overboard to appreciate whatever he did for us. I may even could go ungrateful, like he was just doing his duty. Big deal. And yes, that is a big deal. The conversation that we had about my Afghanistan tour, he was a veteran, so his tour in Iraq and other countries, and the way he was listening, I knew that he was getting it. The power of listening does not come with a price tag. Traveling, being easy, making your co-travelers feel good is not everyone's cup of tea. Why I want to tell this story? Because in your business too, this is a factor that can make a huge difference, because people are people, places are places, businesses are businesses. What's unique about it? What's the unique thing about your business is the way you make your customers feel. Customers will not remember your service, your products, your decoration, even the price they have paid for you, but then they remember the way you made them feel, and that's how you will get the return customers. Now, every time we plan to go out somewhere, we think about that inn first. We think about that place and we want to go there. Next morning, he offered us breakfast that was not included in the stay. And then he took us to a decent Lake Sunapee view that was way better than we had. And then we were looking for a place to eat because according to Cameron, we were living on nachos for last 24 hours. Then we found this pizza place that was open on Christmas Day, and he said, this must be a private party. We may not even be allowed in there. And it turned out to be true. And I call him devil to make such predictions. Finally, we found this gas station, and where we had some noodles, sandwiches, and some ice creams. And he dropped us to the New London bus stop, and before leaving he said, can I hug you? And I said, of course. And then we hugged, he hugged everyone and then left. And when we asked him about the money that we owed him to show us around and drive us around, he said nothing, and he said, I'll let you know later. Before this trip, I used to wonder if treating people right was enough. I used to wonder doing good was enough for a business. All about how you make the other person feel about your business. And they will think about it day in and day out. And whenever they decide to buy, they will buy from you. So have this trust in your business and other people and in yourself. And don't forget to subscribe, to hit the notification bell, because I post a video every week and you'll know every time I post it. Also, please like, comment, and share this video, and I'll see you next week. And I love you. And take care of yourself. And Merry Christmas, and I'll see you soon.